Hey folks, we're all here reacting to the news from Charlottesville today about deaths and violence, the ultra-right wing and the left having clashes in the streets. Well, as I heard the news, I had to make this video because I became aware of the fact that just a month ago, on July 8th, I had actually had a civil debate with one of the people who actually turned out to be leading the mob and carrying out some of the violence possibly today here in Charlottesville. I had a debate with Augustus Sol Invictus of revolutionaryconservative.com. We had a civil exchange of ideas here in Manhattan. I was, it's no secret that I'm a leftist. I have left-wing views. He has right-wing views. And the video of the debate will be online very shortly. But in light of today's events, one thing that stands out, and will stand out to anyone who watches it, is I just talk politics. I mean, I talk about history, I talk about politics. Invictus didn't seem to have that clear of a political message, but what he did have was a lot of advocacy of violence. He seemed to always talk about violence. At one point in the debate, he says politics is when you take a gun and start shooting. And that was in the conclusion of the debate, which is just an eerie statement. And of course, I'm a leftist, but as far as I'm concerned, violence is something that should be opposed. Now, I support people's right to defend themselves and protect themselves if they're being attacked, but, acts of violence and adventurism, that's not what it's about. In fact, revolutions throughout history, socialist revolutions, have always been acts of self-defense. Ultra-leftism, adventurism, and violence is something that legitimate revolutionaries have always never undertaken, but that's not the view on the far right. And Invictus made that very clear when I debated him. While he didn't seem to have much ideology and politics and facts to cite, he sure had plenty of violence. And now we've seen in the streets what that means. And from all I know, and we don't know the facts yet, but from what we understand, and according to his Facebook, he was there in Charlottesville at the Unite the Right rally. So I can't wait to get this video on the web. It's really eerie in light of recent events.